Hey, this is Camo.
And this is Krooked. We are drum and bass producers from Vienna, Austria.
We're here at the ADE 2015 in Amsterdam, having a great time.
Right now, we are most of the time actually in the studio, and then sometimes we just play random gigs in Europe. I'm actually quite happy that there is no huge tour coming up right now, because it really takes a lot of time. And we really need to concentrate on working on our next album. So that is for us the main priority right now. And we can't wait to present some new music, hopefully on a tour pretty soon.
Now you just spoke about your album. Is there any sort of timetable as to when you're going to be releasing that?
When we started the last album, or this album, we had some people in mind we really want to work with. They are coming out of totally different genres though. So sometimes it's not as easy as we wish it is. But we're trying to make it work. We've lined up some really cool singers that we really like and we look up to, who've worked with some legends within the electronic music scene. And at the same time, there are some ideas about collaborations, which hopefully are going to happen. If not, you know, at least we tried.
We hope like maybe in 1 year's time. So we're good in time. We have loads of ideas, but we just want to get it together properly and make it as good as possible.
My worst experience at a DJ gig was probably my first Russia show. And I got there, got into the hotel. Everything was quite rushed, so I was really hungry though, I was starving, so I got some room service. I ordered some spaghetti carbonara and I think they were a bit off. So I got food poisoning. And I felt really sick, like really sick. But the pickup was there and it was time to go, and obviously I couldn't miss the show, first time in Russia. And I was kind of excited as well. And they told us it's only like half an hour to the festival. It was in the end 4 hours drive. On the way to the festival, it was super dusty because there was a dry phase going on in Russia for like 4 or 3 weeks already. Didn't see anything and the car broke down, the axis just broke. So they told us we have to walk for the last 2 kilometers. But somehow they drove us with a broken car like this, and I was feeling still sick. Well, in the end, the show was good, but everything else was a chaos. And thank God I got paid in real money, because loads of other artists, they got paid fraud money. So yeah, it was an experience. It was definitely an experience.
One of our best gig experience on the other hand side was in Las Vegas, Electric Daisy Carnival. We have been there like for 4 times now, and every single time it was really on point. The crowd is so good. That's like what America is for us in a nutshell when it comes to American festival. EDC Las Vegas really does it right, and the crowd is always so hyped. It's like it's people from LA. There is a big drum and bass scene, and we meet so many friends there all the time. For me, that's always a highlight of the year.
What would you say is a method or something you do to prepare to get on stage?
Before we start our sets, we mostly just, you know, we get there like an hour before the set and we adjust to the club climate.
Drinking beers.
We drink 1 or 2 beers just to, you know, kind of get rid of the nervous feelings. We still have them, you know, with every gig we do. And that's pretty much it. And most of the time we just stand there like with the DJ who's playing before us and check out what he's playing, so we can kind of adjust. So we know if he's already played something that we are playing, and maybe switch around with the set a little bit, you know. So like, because you never know, maybe the warm-up DJ already plays the prime time stuff, so you have to switch it up a little bit.
I think the stems system does make sense for a producer to present his own music, for sure, because you come with all your stuff to the club and it's everything inside this one box, and it's like super safe. For DJs, I'm not too sure, because for now there is quite a limited amount of stems, and maybe not of the tunes you want to play. But if the whole system evolves and all the new tracks are getting released with the stems, I can see it going big. The only problem with it is that a lot of producers, I think they won't give away the stems of their tunes to the public because they work like on snares and kick drums like for weeks, months or even years, and you just don't give it away so everybody can use it in their own tunes. I think the idea is wicked and it's a good approach to take DJing to the next level, and I think it will work if there is more content.
Will we all be releasing your music with stems?
Actually, we haven't thought about it yet. Like, we really like the idea of DJing with stems. We've actually been doing it just with audio stems of our own tracks a lot for the last few years because we like the concept of having exclusive material within your DJ set. For example, you put a vocal of one of your tracks on another track of yours or maybe on somebody else's track, and you kind of create mashups. So we've been doing this on audio level for quite a while. So it's actually really interesting for us we haven't really been diving into the whole stems thing yet, but for me it sounds really interesting. I think what's going to be interesting is like how well it's going to go down by the public, how well they are going to, how they are going to work with it. I think you can do loads of creative stuff with it that you can't do within the DJ aspect usually. So when it comes to looping stuff, just looping vocals or looping like a drum loop or whatsoever, you can create total new rhythm patterns and stuff like that. So I think there are going to be people, if they use it right, they can bring it to the next level.
Now, completely off topic, what do you know about Houston, Texas?
Jetzt müssen wir wissen, welche Clubshow das war.
Yeah, I can't remember. Jesus, like, what do we know about Houston, Texas? It's in Texas.
And it's called Houston. Hey, this is Camo.
And this is Krooked, and you're watching Department of Dance.